What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? Wherever you're seeing this video, if you're looking at this video on winmoreforextrades.com, I am Joshua Logan, and I am the creator of winmoreforextrades.com. What I'm finna get into right now, we're finna get into this Euro USD and this Euro CAD. See if we can find some trades or whatnot. Hope you guys enjoying your day, having a wonderful day, and hopefully you got your special someone for the Valentine's Day. Hope y'all enjoying that good thing. But if we finna get into it right here, we finna get into it right now. All right, we got that out the way. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Euro USD. All right. Um, we start with the weekly chart, and on right here, we got our weekly, we got our daily, and we got our 1 hour chart. Now, my trading style is more of a position trader style, but if you know the overall movement in the market, you hear me guys, you guys hear me talk about that all the time. If you know the overall movement in the market, you can pretty much guarantee yourself to make a profit whatever the market is doing or whatever's going on inside of the market. And my trading style, you necessarily don't have to worry about the market news or what's going on, because usually the market news is just is reassurance, and it goes into the direction that we normally want the market to go. So I mean, we do take losses, but majority of our trades result in profit. So okay, weekly time frame, we use a weekly time frame for the direction. Our daily time frame is specifically for high and low prices, and our 1 hour time frame is what we're going to use for our entry strategy. Now, if we can't find any type of trades, we usually go to the 30-minute chart, where we still use our entry there, but we would only use trend lines and Fibonacci's. And I'll show you guys why here in a second, if we can't find a trade. So all right, we're going to the Euro USD. This is the weekly time frame. You just want to take a look at the most previous swing, which is this swing low to this swing high. So we want to separate the market into a buy zone and a sell zone. Right, let's put that at 2. This is an uptrend line, so we're going to make that blue. Actually, we're going to bring in our smart trend line, and we're going to place our cursor under the lowest part, the lowest wick of that that uptrend, and we're going to bring it in like that. So we can see right here where the market was in the uptrend back since December of 2016 when this uptrend started. Now we've broken this trend line. We are tested the backside of the trend line, and now the market is kind of moving sideways in the sell zone. So we are looking to, so the direction is bearish. That is the overall direction. Now, just because we see that it's bearish here, that does not mean that we're going to actually sell or we're going to actually buy. But this is just the overall direction. So we want to sell long term and we want to buy short term. And then let's look at the stochastic. Stochastic is over. The stochastic is overbought and is already starting to turn to start heading south. So that is a good that's a good indicator that we need to look to sell the market. Now let's bring in downtrend line, and you see we have multiple trend lines here. So we have multiple trend lines. We have multiple downtrend lines. You have 2 downtrend lines here, and you can see where the market has been respecting these downtrend lines. And if we can find a crown formation here, bring in Fibonacci's down here, you can see we still have a up AB boundary. That is our A down there. And we can bring in a sub Fibonacci here to see if we have a godly pattern that wants to fulfill. And if we bring in our horizontal line, that is the 618, 1618D extension. And if we look left, you see the market has, at this price point, the market does like to pivot. We've got support. We have a lot of support, and we did have resistance here, but the market did break it. But the market does like to go to certain price points over and over and over again. And as you can see, even further back here on the weekly time frame, you got more support, you got resistance, and so the market likes to pivot at this price point. So let's bring it back up. That is our analysis on the weekly time frame. Again, the overall movement is bearish right now at this point, and we have a 1618D extension here at 1.0912 price area. And as we've seen, we look left, so, and we have a stochastic that is overbought. So now we're going to go to the daily time frame. Daily time frame is specifically for high and low prices. So if we're looking to sell, now the daily time frame is where I like to look for crown formations, because usually the crown formations on the daily time frame, they usually let us know what the market's going to do and what resistance levels the market's willing to go to. And with experience with using those crown formations on the daily time frame, I like finding crown formations best on the daily, because specifically when the market goes in the opposite direction, then it's like, okay, well, the market's going to retest the right tip, or it's going to retest the left tip of the crown, you know, and retest that level of support, and then it will retest, and it would actually start going into the direction that we found on the weekly. So, okay, again, the weekly time frame, direction is bearish. So we got to find the overall movement here on the daily time frame in order to find that crown formation. So we have to get to that lowest point, and whenever there's another touch, we bring in another trend line. So we have to zoom in here to where this touch is, and we're gonna bring in another trend line. All right, so now that we have those trend lines, do we have another touch? Actually we don't. That wasn't good enough of a touch. So you see how the market respected these trend lines. We had a touch here, market came up in the uptrend, market breaks the trend line, then the market is starting to reverse, starting to sell. Okay, so let's find the crown formation. So now we're going to bring in smart fibs at the bottom of this uptrend, and you had 1, 2, 3, 4 Fibonacci's work, and on this fifth Fibonacci is when the A was taken out. So I like to mark my A's, mark those black. But that's when the A was taken out, and then we're going to identify the left tip of the crown, which is the highest point of the previous AB swing. So step one, market breaks the trend line. Step 2, market takes out the A. Step 3, we identify the left tip. Step 4, we anticipate the right tip. The right tip of that crown hasn't been formed yet, so we find the highest point of when the market, this A was taken out. That highest point right now is considered the A. So we can draw up our king's crown. Let's get this out the way. and this is a bear crown, so we're gonna make it red. So you got left tip, and you got center tip, and this is the highest point so far. So that's your right tip. So there's your bear crown, and you bring in the Fibonacci over the crown. Bring in the Fibonacci over the crown. We have a 382 retracement, and this 1618 extension. Let's make that red. We always got to see if that. We always got to look left. If the market doesn't like to, um, if the market doesn't like that price point as support or resistance, we just not gonna fool with it. So, and as you can see, that Fibonacci 1618 the extension off of the crown format, off of the Fibonacci crown is 1.0857. Now, what is that crown form? What is that Fibonacci? The weekly time frame 1.0912, and this one is a little bit not that far away. So now we have analysis on the daily and the weekly time frame that's aligning up. But again, the daily time frame is specifically for high and low prices. So if we're selling the market, and we can start, since the market is now in the downtrend, we can bring in, hold on, let's clean it up a little bit. Let's get rid of these crown formations, because we got our A marked off and we got our left tip marked off. Let's bring in downtrends, so we can start gauging and seeing what the market's gonna do right here. So you got a downtrend line there, and then we got another touch here. Hold on, come on now, come on now. Oh my goodness. Let's go, let's go. All right, there's your other downtrend line right there. And if you want to, I don't think this trend line would be any good though. Let's see. This downtrend line has probably already been taken out. Last touch. Yeah, you will see this downtrend line was taken out, and then this one was tested. Or that right tip, uh, where that where the A was taken out is already holding as resistance. So, but we'll get rid of that one because that one's no good. Okay, so you have two downtrend lines from the highest point of this downtrend. We extend those. Oh, did I extend this one? Okay, yeah. We extend those. Okay, so the overall movement is bearish. This is the price point that we will want to sell to, and that price point that's 409 pips away. Right now, that is 409 pips away. We are in the sell zone, and right now the market is at a low price, so that it will be a no trade because we are at a low price right now, and the market is, and right now the stochastic is oversold. So we don't want to enter in selling. We want the market to come up, give us a high price, and once we get a high price, then we'll start selling, long as we're in the sell zone. So that's the analysis on the daily time frame. You got your overall movement. Just wait for it to get that high price, and then we'll start selling. But now, since we don't have since we know the direction is bearish. The daily time frame, we have a crown formation. Right tip of the crown is formed. Um, we have a 1618D extension that is pretty much in the same exact price range as the Fibonacci D extension on the weekly time frame. So that's giving us the idea that the market wants to start falling to the south. And that's it for the daily. Then we go to the 1 hour time frame. Actually, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. And now we go to the 1 hour time frame uh, since we don't have a high price in order to sell. This could be a low price in order to buy, but we need to identify um, where the market wants to go. So we're going to we could take this low price here, January 23rd, and we could find the crown formation here to see how far the market had wanted to go down if the market wants to reverse. So we can kind of gauge it like that. And then if you want to, well, another way you can look at it is right here. We can bring in horizontal rays, and you can see where the market kind of wants to consolidate. That's horizontal line. You see where the market is consolidating, or we have a lot of sideways movement. And when the market touches this price range, the market falls. Then when the market touches that support, the market starts to go up. And right now, the market is at support, and then it's started to reverse. The market is oversold, so we could look for it to reverse. So we could go to the 1 hour time frame and find the crown formation here to gauge and see if that 1 hour time, that crown has a 1618D extension that around the same level as this support in the consolidation, and that should give us an idea of whether or not if we can start buying short term. So 1 hour time frame, hold on, that is the daily. Okay, so we find that low point January 23rd, go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go back to January 23rd. Okay, this is that low point right here. So we're going to just zoom in on that, and we're going to bring in smart trend lines, and let's start separating the market into buy zones and sell zones. Do we have another touch? Okay, we don't have any other touches, so there it is. Now let's bring in smart Fibonacci. Okay, you can see right there you have your A taken out. So we mark out that A. That's where your A was taken out. Then let's go mark out that left tip, which is the highest point. So there's your left tip. There's your left tip. And where did the market take it out? Okay, that's where the market took out the A. And we got to find the highest point of where the right tip of the crown. Actually, we don't have that price point. So this is where the market was taken out. That's the highest point. That would be your right tip. We can draw out the crown formation. There's your crown. You have left tip there. Then we have center tip here. Where the market was taken out, where that A was taken out, the market took out the A, and then the highest point from that point. There's your crown formation. There's your crown formation on the 1 hour time frame. We bring in a Fibonacci, put it on the crown, and you have a shallow retracement. It didn't even touch any of the numbers, but then the market actually already has taken out that A. So that's your crown formation. That's your crown formation, and the market has already taken out that A. Hold on, let's go find that that support level. The support level is 1274. So with the market at 1274, that crown formation D extension was 1296 on the 1 hour time frame. So you see now the market, this crown formation has been fulfilled, and the market is starting to reverse, but we're coming back to retest this 1618. and the market could be getting ready to reverse, because once the market hits a 1618D extension, it likes to reverse and go into the opposite direction. So now that we got that on the day on the 1 hour time frame, let's bring in our downtrend lines, and let's gauge the 1 hour time frame. And you can see right here, you can see this inner downtrend line was taken out. When the market takes out a trend line, it will gravitate towards the next trend line. So at this very moment, we could be looking at short term buy, as this 1618D extension has been hit, and the market is already starting to make highs. We have a low and we have a high, and if the market wants to reverse now, we have a lower high, which that lower high right now is this lower high right here is past support, or past resistance, becoming future support. Now I hope everything is starting to come into fruition for you guys. As you can see, the market right now, we have a bullish candle right now starting to form right now on the 1 hour time frame, Euro USD. Um, like I said, now this could be a short term buy based off of the daily time frame. If you look at it, we got support and resistance. In order for us to buy with a stochastic that's oversold, you would need for this counter trend line to be broken. Now let's bring in counter trend line. And we will bring in a counter trend line. Actually, we'll bring in a counter trend line right here. Across the candlestick wicks. And just draw that counter trend line on top of those candlestick wicks. Because we drew it up here, it would have kind of pretty much been the same. But once the market breaks above that counter trend line, which is about 10 pips away, it's not too bad. That the market breaks above that counter trend line, then we'll start buying the market. But if not, the market is too low to buy. I mean, it's too low to sell at the moment. But with the 1618D extension being hit, and daily time frame stochastic being oversold, this could be a short-term buying opportunity right now. And but we have to wait until all the signals show up in the market. And once all the signals show up in the market, then we'll take us a short-term buy trade. But right now, we're too low to sell, and we haven't got the signal in order to start buying yet. And actually, let's draw this trend line from here. What was that? I don't like that. Let's try it again. Trend line. We can actually draw that. That's a very aggressive downtrend line right there. Very aggressive. So, and there's another counter trend line right there. So, with that counter trend line being so aggressive, I kind of wouldn't trade that one at the close of a bearish candlestick. I wouldn't buy that one, but I'll just keep a close eye. We can keep a close eye on this, because um, if the market wants to switch, if the market wants to go into the bearish, a bullish direction, then we'll just wait. We'll just wait for that counter trend line, that second counter trend line to break. Once this counter trend line breaks, then we'll start looking to start buying the market. But that's the analysis on the Euro USD right now. Like I said, just recapping the Euro USD. That is direction is bearish, This is the weekly time frame. Market was in the uptrend. Market broke this uptrend, entered into the sell zone. We have a down A B Fibonacci swing. We found our C at the backside of this uptrend line. Now the market is going down to the south to this 1618 Fibonacci D extension. Price point 1.0912, and the market stochastic is oversold. Then we go to the daily time frame. We have a crown formation with the market 1 breaking the trend line. 2, the market took out the A. Step 3, we identified the left tip. Step 4, we anticipating the right tip. And step 5, we bought in our downtrend lines. And we can see the market is still, excuse me, we can see the market is still in the sell zone. The market has been moving sideways inside of the sell zone. And we have a 1618D extension that is similar to the 1618D extension off for the weekly time frame. So that's lining us up with the sales, but we do have a stochastic that is oversold, and the price point is too low for us to start selling the market. So we need a high price. And daily time frame, the 1 hour time frame, excuse me, we see that the market has taken out a 1618D extension off of the crown Fibonacci. And once the market hits a Fibonacci D extension, the market likes to reverse. And the market right now is already making a low, making a high. We've made a higher low. And then the market could be getting ready to reverse and start going to make a higher high, where we will start short-term buying the market. So that is the analysis on the Euro USD. I'm going to get all this stuff off my screen, guys. Bear with me. Just want to keep it real short and sweet, but I cannot operate with all of this on my screen here. So, all right, that's the Euro USD. Actually, how long have I been on here? I'm going ahead and end this video, the Euro USD. We're going to come back in the next video. We're going to go through the Euro CAD, Euro CAD, and we're going to see what they got on them. But with that being said, I'm going to have more videos coming. Well, with the Shadow Gun Legends, that's a pretty good game, man. Y'all need to check that out. I kind of like it so far. But I'm going to come back with more videos of that. But right now, we're on the Forex tip right now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. It's going to be Euro CAD. Y'all should tune in. I'm out.